Hi, hope you don't mind me responding like this, but I find it easier than typing out words because sometimes my thoughts get a little too expansive for my own good and I just ramble on. And I also like to challenge myself to overcome fears that hold me back from doing things that I want to do. And one of them is doing just this, opening up and being vulnerable to people that I don't know. I like to make myself embarrassed by doing things that I normally wouldn't, so that I can decrease the amount of embarrassment I feel the next time I do it until eventually there's no embarrassment. But also I realized that I'd probably be writing for hours just to get exactly what it was I was trying to express in my original responses to that tweet. Because for some reason it really got my brain going a lot, and they were, because like I said, this was something that's been weighing on my mind for a while, and especially over the past couple weeks, mostly just in and out, nothing big, nothing major, but there was a couple things you said, and they're actually quite pertinent to what I'm going through, or at least what I feel like I'm going through. And I think that having a female perspective on this would help fill in some of the gaps in my thought process behind courting an ideal mate. So I guess I'm just gonna try to break it down for what I perceive you were talking about, and hopefully just go from there, because I really liked what you were saying, but there was a couple things that I just couldn't reconcile properly in my mind, and I attribute that just to myself because I don't meet many people that think like I do, so it's difficult to gain enough perspectives to make it make sense for me, and my limited capacity to comprehend certain concepts kind of hold me back from that. But that's my own thing. Um, so first thing, men get into position, don't procrastinate finding an ideal mate. So what I'm seeing from that is just simple, easy peasy. You see an opportunity, jump on it. I mean, not jump on it literally. I think you know what I mean. That if an opportunity arises, to not let it slip away. We don't need you to have it all to respect you, admire you, desire you, and stay loyal. Now, I like this statement because it speaks from a deeper level than what I expect most people to think. I know a lot of people like to say that they don't care about material wealth and stuff, but I've never actually met anybody who actually believes that whatsoever. So so what I'm getting at is, and I'm not saying you don't. I'm just generalizing. And that's actually one of the statements that got me going was, we don't need you to have it all to respect you, and that makes perfect sense, and that's actually quite admirable statement, as it shows that material gain, material wealth is set at a lower bar than, say, intellectual, emotional, possibly spiritual um, way of thinking. Because I feel that those characteristics, they hold more ground than things, than dollars, a house, nice car, nice shoes, things like that. The next sentence is what really just, this was what I had a hard time putting together, and this is what prompted me to even write the response that I did. We need you to have a commanding presence, proven success, brute force, and passion that ignites for us as the icing on your cake. All those things are fine. The proven success thing is what messed me up, And I think that's how I even started the response with what do you mean by proven success? Because what proven success to me, I think we're going to agree that proven success might be different from you, but maybe not. Maybe not. I think I'm just generalizing for people again because I believe that most people look at proven success as dollars and the stuff that you can buy with them. Now, my personal philosophy on on life, on life is and success is not measured by dollars. I don't look at it that way. I look at success as being able to put a goal in front of yourself, to want to achieve something, and to work and devote yourself to achieve that goal. Now, now I know I said I don't equate proven success. I don't equate success to monetary gain, and to emphasize that, I have voluntarily not owned money in about 3 months. But the reason there's a whole long story as to why I even did that, and that's neither here nor there. But it's something that works for me. It works for me to not have money. It's I at one point had a career, I had a job, money, things, and I noticed that I didn't when I was in that position, when I finally woke up to how I was fucking my life up around me, I started to realize that my main emphasis on everything was money. And I saw how it controlled me and how it consumed me and how I just wanted more and more and more and more. And I challenged myself to to attain my goals without it. To prove everyone around me wrong, the people who say that you need money to survive, that you need it, that you can't live without dollars. I wanted to show them that yeah, you can. Not only can you survive without it, but you can also prosper without it as well. Maybe not prosper in the societal sense of the word, but more on an internal level, if that makes sense. And yeah, trust me, I'd like to have money at some point because I do want some. There's things I want to do, places I want to go, and unfortunately, at this particular moment in the world's history, you need money to do certain things. But I put those things on a back burner so that I can achieve the goals that I put forth on myself. And I want to achieve those goals without having to resort to the conventional ways of doing it. I want to prove that there is a unconventional way to achieve the same things that people do by killing themselves at work, at a job, at a career. So that's why when I say, to me, proven success doesn't necessarily mean a job title or a thing or the amount of paper dollars that are in your pocket. I look at it as the ability to better oneself, to be who it is that you truly want to be. Like I said, I at a time I had a job, I had a career, I had a family, and those things weren't working for me anymore. They weren't working for anybody that was involved. So so I took it upon myself to completely change everything about myself. And one of the things was to let go of everything that I had so that I can start from scratch and build my way up from the very bottom. So to me, that's success. That's a proven success to me. To be able to look at the flaws and I'm trying to think of the right word. But to look at the flaws and character detriments that we have about ourselves, and to change them, to look deep inside and to find the source of it and change it and rewire your brain to be exactly who it is that you expect yourself to be, not who everybody else expects you to be. Because and your response to my response was spot on. There's no reason to ever prove yourself to anybody. I don't believe that. What in any way, shape, or form. So when I said, how do you show someone proven success if they don't see it? If they can't see it, what I meant was my perspective of what success is not the same as your perspective of what success is. So how does one communicate that to someone else when they don't see it? So just for discussion's sake, let's say you are the ideal mate. What does proven success mean to you? So if we bumped into each other and we started chit-chatting, what is it that would make you go, oh, well, you know what, that's some proven success in this fellow? And I know I'm just using the term over and over again, but I'm just so you know what I'm talking about. Um, what does that translate to you? And the reason I'm asking is because I'm actually very interested in getting a female perspective on this, because it's difficult to think from a woman's perspective as a man. Go figure, right? And with that, do you mean material success? And or is it something different? Is it something less tangible? Is it potentially kind of like what I said, that success in achieving a greater version of yourself? A greater version of yourself who's better capable of furthering their for furthering themselves down their path towards the success that they're looking for. And I'm pausing just only because I'm having another thought, and that thought is kind of like what my response to your response to your response. It was maybe what you had said, that you don't need to prove yourself. Maybe that's the key right there. Maybe that is the real key to what I'm thinking, is that if the success is not just, I keep saying success, but I don't like using that word. I don't think it fits properly in what I'm trying to convey. But I guess it would be more of a confidence, I guess. The success in knowing that you are capable, that frequency, to put off that frequency, if you want to use that term, putting off that not persona. I'm having a very hard time finding my words right now. But to put off that air of confidence, that air of success, unless that's what you meant, more of in those terms, because I don't think you were contradicting yourself here. I just think that maybe I might be overthinking it, because that's just what I do, and I don't think without me doing this I was going to get any clarity on on what it was, what your intent was with that, because it all made perfect sense. Because I have had encounters with people that they understand what it is that I'm doing, and they respect what it is that I'm doing. But then I wonder, maybe it's because there's no material, no tangible no tangible rewards, which is why I feel I don't get taken seriously sometimes. But that could all just be in my head. I think a lot. Um, I think that's about it. I really hope this made sense, and I really appreciate it if you really did sit through this for 15 minutes. But again, this would have taken me forever to write down, because it's just, it's too much. Because I'd have to explain how I'm explaining, and I just feel that by putting the intention out there with my words, that it's a lot easier to understand than me just fucking typing some text down. So if that makes sense and you can elaborate for me, that would be amazing, because I'm really curious about this, because this has been driving me bonkers for a little bit. So, um, thanks again. Thanks for taking the time.